Hi everyone, all my intactivist family. My name is Alon Sivroni. I am 58 years old, Israeli, born and live in Israel, and in the recent 2-3 years I'm involved in the intactivism. I spreading the word of the criminal mutilation, genital mutilation of male boys and girls for all the genders. I want to thank to all of you for writing and involving it because it's helped me so much. Even that nobody ever saw me writing much or see me, I didn't talk to many people because it's so difficult to me to write in English. Have every second word I have to check in the dictionary. It's very tiring to me. So I'm a mute intactivist in English. So I want to apologize to everybody. So I want to tell you that if somebody will ask me how is to be intactivist in Israel, I really don't know what to say. It's very confusing. You have people that they are cursing you, you have people that they are hugging you, and in between you have all of kind of reaction. But the most important thing that nobody knows what circumcision. The first time hearing that. So in Israel it's a conspiracy of silence about this matter. And the first thing that I can do as a single person to move things, to spread the message is to speak with people. It's very frustrating to be in the internet. It's very important because it's quite a lot in Israel. They talking, but it's not there yet. But going outside on the street, you're meeting people that they are never will. From the beginning, they will not search about it. So it's very rewarding to meet couples that they are first time hear about it. They genuinely asking what it's about, and I explaining them ABCs, all the harms. And most normal people understand. It's for sure. I'm sure about it. Even if people angry with you, I can see the confusion. I can see the fear in their eyes. They are more protecting they're protecting themselves from acknowledge that they done something. That we all know about that. It's very challenging psychologically because you have to grab, to know, to find a combination to each person. You can see somebody religious, somebody is a doubt, somebody is aggressive. Each one have his own. All the time I evolving myself as a street intactivist. Let me to say a few words about myself. All my life I was the only little boy, young boy, teenage, tank commander, soldier, young man that I knew all my life that was intact. And I discovered that when I was less than 3, 4, very little boy, and the children in the garden they've been showing to each other, and they've been surprised to see that my Willie is different. And I came to my parents, and I remember that so clear that my parents was leaning to me very worried and said to me, never say to anyone about that, it's a secret, it's enraged many people. And that's how I was keeping that as a secret. I never talk about it. But as a little child, I remember that I've been very happy. This looked to me very bizarre to chop from my wee-wee. Never. It's a frightening idea. Oh, it's an aeroplane. So, all my life, I was intact, and I felt very relaxed about it. I feel very proud about it. I felt very unique, and I didn't know what is circumcision. I didn't thought about it much, but never also spoke with my friends about it as some kind of, feeling that I felt sorry for them, so didn't want to bring it up, and that's it. One more word about girls. Everybody asking me, girls at that time in the 60s, 70s, it was different than what it is today. Nobody looked at that. Nobody knew what is it. Even friends in the army, when somebody saw here or there, they didn't know how to take it. It was some kind of phenomenon, and that's it. Never been added. Some people will say to me, friends in the army, that they are sorry that they've been circumcised, and we never talk really about it. In the army, in the front line, soldiers are not. They behaving nice. They're behaving nice to each other. So I have one brother that is 15 years older than me, and when I grew up, he already left home and he was studying. He's an architecture, and we never talk about it also. So what I want to say, how did I came involved in intactivism? Everything started at 2013, end of 2013. My niece got married, and as I know that in our family we are not doing circumcision, and I was assumed that it's everything will be all right. And because we're not really keeping in contact so much, I didn't investigate further, and we got invitation for a circumcision ceremony. Then I started to panic, and I spoke with my brother. He said to me, "Look, I have no word. I cannot do much about that." And I phoned to my niece after she came back from the delivery, the hospital. And I spoke to her. She'd been very tired. She hardly been able to speak to me. And I said to her, how can you do that? You know that we are not doing that in our family. And she said to me, "Oh, I don't know. I'm doing with my husband." And I didn't know what to answer. I phoned urgently to the husband that nobody wants to give me his phone number. And I had an urgent meeting in the coffee shop, and he said to me all the diseases and cancer. And I started to urgently to look at the computer, circumcision. And I started to send messages with information to the parents of the husband that they're coming from Belgian, French, and they've been very hostile. And I was presuming that you just experiencing in person, you're not doing that, not necessary and all of that, and that's will be the end. The aggression I got, the hostility, we will call the police if you send one more information, put me in shock. And nothing I could do about it. And I remember 1 week I was depressed, very, very depressed about it. And that's triggered my anger. And then I started first time to click in Hebrew the word circumcision, and I came to a group. The name of the group, it's Tapuz Orange 212. And the first time in my life I saw people really speaking about circumcision and cursing that and defending that. And I was shocked. I never knew you've been able to talk about it. And for a long time I was silenced. I couldn't. I never wrote before that in the internet. And gradually it took a long time, maybe a year or something like that, till I managed to articulate myself, to answer, and I started to write few things and to understand that it's something. It's a crisis. It's really important to do something. You cannot sit like that. So I remember the first time I decided to do a shirt, to go. I said I'll do some slogan. I'll go outside. And I was so scared. How shall I do that? But I knew that I'm going to do that. And since then, since 2013, 14, I'm not leaving the house without my shirt. It's written that circumcision is a criminal. It's abuse. It's torture. It's a physical and sexual and mental disability. and not people understand what is it. They say what kind of and then in the supermarket, in the post office, everyone in this petrol station, each time very interesting conversation I have, and in a relaxed manner, and people are interesting. Of course, other things happen also. And then I decided to go with a sign outside, and I think my first sign, public, I can't remember even, it was on February 2014. It was my first appearance in public, and everything was well. I've been really very simple handwriting sign. And in the age of 58, I rediscover myself from a timid person that really never argue with anyone, that never interfere with anybody. I find myself going on the street, speaking with people, they answering me back, and I learn, I'm overcome this inability to argue. So I now evolving all the time. I have to learn how to. And I found it very interesting, and I started to photograph it, to documentate everything with a GoPro. And if I'm doing demonstration of 5 hours, 8 hours, or whatever, the camera is rolling non-stop. So and gradually I started to do every week. In the last 2 years, probably every week I'm demonstrating. Now it's 2 weeks, twice a week. It's very demanding, but the feeling is great. I can feel that I'm getting into people. People never will explore, never will sit and to question what circumcision is. It's not question. This is how it is. And when they're hearing first time about it, it's really nice feeling that you can make a V. Yeah, they got it. They understand. They will think about it. It's so nice to see a person that you will call him thug, big one, that you wouldn't want to step accidentally on his toe, coming to you and say to you, "Look, man, I see you for a long time here. I always laugh about you. I thought you were crazy. I was joking about you, but after I saw you so long time in the square, it started to bother me. I check about it. I come to say to you that I'm support you. You are right. Well done." And it's not the first time people coming and say to me, and I feel that I'm doing change with myself. I can make in my own circle around me, I'm making change. So I feel that it's such a stain on mankind, this circumcision, this ritual. It's unbelievable. And I feel that only in many years in the future we will understand what is this dark pit of this dark hole in the soul of human that need to do this sacrification, sacrificing babies. I think it's something very big that we understand, we still not fully understand what's wrong with us. So I want to say to everybody that I'm self-content, lone intactivist. I really would like to see more people come, but I never dare to ask people because I don't want to make them feel guilty feeling sad. So if somebody would like to come, that's nice. I met such wonderful people like David and Noam, and especially Dvorah. She's so intelligent and she is so passionate. I really feel that I'm taking a lot of strength from her. And we have no time even to talk between ourselves. We're just meeting quick. We're rushing to the point of demonstration. The days going like that, and we separate. And then the next time, we have a great time in Israel. People understand. I can read. I see the reaction of people, especially the young one. And I'm meeting the regret parents, and it's terrible. It's going to explode sooner or later, and I feel confidence that we are on the right way. We're doing everything right. I'm sending you my love to everybody. I'm reading every one of you, even if you're not noticing that. And I really hug all of you. And I'm so proud of everybody, and one day you will come to Israel to stay in my home, and we will have a good time. I'm living 20 minutes from the seaside, and you'll have the best vacation. Everybody, kiss you in love. Bye. So, dear intactivist family, this picture I've been sent. The one that sent it to me is John Count. I sent him urgent requests for some pictures that I felt that the words are not enough, and the picture doing a great job because everybody noticed it. And this John County is with me, with his spirit, and I carry him with me all the time. It's written here, Brit Milah, circumcision, it's a criminal felony, disgrace, morally. And here is abuse, torture, inflicting maiming and disability. It's in Hebrew, it's different. An infant, helpless infant, must be protected from savage ritual, and that's in English. So that's doing effect. People stopping and seeing that before they reading what is it, and I make it big that people can see. It's a bit shabby because the last time they tried to rip it and they couldn't because I done a very thick plastic against rain to protect it from rain. How are you calling that? Luminosity, whatever. Here is the latest sign that I was a bit afraid to put it because the photographer said to me, if you're going to publish that, I'm going to sue you. So I didn't know what's the law, and I said, fuck it, I'm not going to bother about it. Psychopathic criminal ritual. And here, it's a circumcised man is a victim exactly a circumcised woman. Here is the authorities of health and law abandoning infants to torture, abuse. And on the big letters here, sexual disability for permanent sexual disability. And that's a great sign, and I feel really you cannot tiptoe, you cannot dance on your toes anymore with this. You have to be really, because when people coming to me and I'm doing my best to be polite, to give information, but from the moment I see aggression, I see this vile attitude, I learned also to answer back, and luckily that I'm standing by a police unit is standing there, otherwise I don't know how it will. And also the thing that I'm going with the handgun to demonstration, to be honest, I think personally it's irresponsible things to do, because once somebody is not balancing his head, or some criminal or whatever, I can see how when people starting together is getting dynamic of lynch mob. One screaming, the other screaming, they're already about to. So this is a bit irresponsible, but as deterrent, I see their eyes wandering on my belt, on my gun, on my camera. They're coming to me with threat attitude, and they going back. So far I managed to scared. Yeah, it's a great to be intactivist. I'm very pleased that it's completely changed my life. I wrote once that since I discovered intactivism, the light of the sun dim for me. I cannot enjoy life. I cannot go to restaurant to do simple thing. I'm all the time thinking about that and how to make it better. Okay, bye.